My answer to number one is what are some common NCAA violations that college athletic programs face? Some of the most common ones are including athletic misconduct, failure to cooperate with NCAA investigation, and payment to recruits. And those really common ones because there are college athletic students out there who don't really care about the academic part of it. They just want to play the sport, and I get it. But the term student athlete is there for a reason. You have to be a student first, so that's something that is very, very common. The answer to number two is how does the NCAA enforce compliance rules and regulations? They enforce it by a group of independent people in the committee, and they basically assess penalties that are against the schools or college athletes. They break the rules, and they bring a group of professors, administrators, people who from that conference, and they all make a decision on what rule or violation or what penalties should be handed out. And they do it from a general public perspective because obviously it's a public school, so you have to make sure that other schools don't do the same thing or have a bad example. So that's basically what the NCAA does. That bring a group of people or a committee of people together, and they basically hand down or basically talk through what penalties is right and wrong. And the answer to number three is what are the consequences for a college athletic program that violates NCAA rules? And it's a case-by-case basis, and every school has a different like regulations and stuff, and it's basically case-by-case basically, and all cases are different, so there could be definitely certain factors that apply or go into if the penalty should be minor or major. So that's basically the answer to number three is these penalties are case basis because not all penalties are the same, and not all penalties should be enforced the same because different schools have different rules. And that's basically the answer to number three. The answer to number six is the difference between a major violation and a secondary violation. And the difference is a major violation provides like an extensive recruiting or competitive advantage that can be investigated by the NCAA, and it can lead to severe penalties against that school or that college athlete or individual. And secondary violations are basically isolated penalties that don't really give you an advantage or don't give you advantage at all, or give you a miniature advantage across the board. So those are basically the differences. And something else to add to question number six is if you commit a certain amount of secondary violation, that can definitely turn into a major violation. So that's definitely something that should be added to this answer, because a lot of people don't know that if you do the secondary violation a number of times, it can definitely go up into a major violation, and you definitely don't want that. And my answer to number 9 is I think the introduction of NIL, name, image, likeness, I think that concept being added just recently, like a couple years ago, I think that definitely has changed the landscape of college athletics compliance, because I believe that fan engagement will go up because of these athletes now being able to promote themselves in terms of social media, making content, and also the rise of scholarships because of that notoriety that these athletes are now getting. And I definitely think the trend will definitely go up because we'll definitely see a lot more college athletes promoting themselves and stuff. So that's definitely something to be on the lookout for. And that's basically it for this video, and thank you.